Hi everyone. Well, in this video I want to show you a little bit about the structure of a course, just so you're clear on what needs to be included in an online or hybrid course and what you can do differently. So the first thing I want to point out is the Start Here button. The Start Here button has to be the first button listed. Now the reason we have some things consistent is so when students go from course to course, they seem to see the same structure. So the Start Here button, you can put anything in there. I happen to have a folder with links to videos on how to do things in Blackboard. So that's one of the things that I could put in the Start Here video. You might want to put an orientation quiz or some other things. And then I make it very clear that they have to review everything in the syllabus button and then get started by completing everything in week 1. So the Start Here button, the home button is where every course starts when you come in, and that's where students see the announcements for this course. There's an instructor info section where you'd fill in that information that you want available to them with a photo, which is a really great idea. It sets a warmer tone for your course. And then the syllabus button. And again, this button is standard and should appear in every course at FVTC. So make sure you have your syllabus loaded. So here's my syllabus for this course. And I have a few other things that students need to do. One of the things I utilize is the calendar, which you'll learn more about or should have learned about already. I also spell out what they need to know about accessibility and accommodations in this course. I have a little folder. So I have a link right to disability services and then statements from some of the software that I use in this course that's available for students if they need it. Now let's go back. And then I do some special things with discussion boards. So I give them all of that information in the syllabus button. You really are only required to put your syllabus under that button. I've added a calendar button in my course because I have due dates under every assignment. And if you look at the calendar button, it will show me that month. And then here are items that are due for different courses. So that's just a nice way of making that calendar available to students. So you could do that also. There's a help and resources button, and that provides Blackboard help from the Blackboard team. So that's another standard button. Below that, I have some tools that students use in my course. Discussion board, wikis, and journals happen to be in this one. You might see blogs or some other group work is another button that I'd put in this section. And then beneath that is my structure that's going to help the students go through this course. So in this case, I'm going by weeks, and I actually spell out the specific days that those weeks include. Another way to look at how you could organize these is by learning plan or unit. So you could do that with your students. Now, in the past, some instructors have put one button and they'll put course materials, and then they'll put all of the stuff for all of these weeks inside of that, or all the learning plans. And just so you know, that makes it difficult for someone who is using a screen reader to use, so we want to avoid that. And once you set this up, it's much easier for the students to just see the weeks at a glance rather than clicking on a button and then going down and finding a folder and going in there. So this is a more direct way, whether you have 8 weeks or 16 weeks. So this is the recommended approach, is to use learning plans or weeks or units, but just so it's clear to the student how they're going to navigate. Beneath that, I have buttons for my students for email, for checking their grades, and then a new feature called badges. So that's how this course is organized for my students. I usually have an orientation video that covers how that is organized, and I'll cover things like, okay, the week starts on a Sunday and ends on a Saturday or whatever it is. I'd never end a class on a Saturday. Let's say it ends on Wednesdays, so new week starts on Thursdays. So I always give them a consistent day of the week, and I try to give most of the assignments to end on a same day of the week so that the students know up front. Anyhow, I hope this helps as you build your courses. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.